Story 1. The Fox and the Crow.
Mr. Fox has a problem. He is very hungry, but he doesn't have any food.
There is no food in the fridge. There is no food in the cupboard,
he says to himself. Mr. Fox opens the door and goes outside. It is warm and sunny. He looks around. There are some rabbits. They are playing by the river. He walks towards them.
"Excuse me, do you have any food?"
asks Mr. Fox. "No, we don't," says the big rabbit. "Do you want to play with us?"
"No, I want to eat,"
says Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox leaves the rabbits. He goes over the bridge. He walks along the road. The trees are really tall. He is still very hungry, and his stomach is noisy. Near Mr. Fox, Ms. Crow is flying in the sky. She is hungry. It is time for breakfast. She lands in a big tree. She sees some mice. They are walking on the grass. The mice are going on a picnic. They have a lot of food. One mouse drops some cheese, but he doesn't notice it. The mice don't stop. Ms. Crow sees the cheese. She flies down and takes the cheese. Then she flies up to the tree again. "This cheese smells very tasty, but I can't eat it. It's too big," thinks Ms. Crow. Mr. Fox sees Ms. Crow. He stops under the tree.
"May I have your cheese?"
he says. Ms. Crow shakes her head. Some of her black feathers fall. Mr. Fox has an idea.
"Ms. Crow, you're so pretty, and your voice is so beautiful. Please sing for me."
Ms. Crow is very proud. She agrees with Mr. Fox. Ms. Crow opens her mouth. The cheese falls in Mr. Fox's mouth.
"Thank you, Ms. Crow. I'm not hungry now."
Ms. Crow cries.
G1.
I like reading very much. I have many books. I read books every day.
The mice are going on a picnic. They have a lot of food. One mouse drops some cheese.
There is a large park in our city. It's really nice. We often play there on the weekends.
Mr. Fox looks around. There are some rabbits. They are playing by the river.
"I'm thirsty."
There is some water in the fridge.
"Thanks."
Picnic. Go on a picnic. Drop. Large. City. Often. Look around. By the river.
Dictionary. Dictionaries. Tomato. Tomatoes. Mouse. Mice. Man. Men. Child. Children. Woman. Women. See. Saw.
G11. Do you know that man?
Of course. He is the mayor.
Mike is very busy this weekend. I invited him to my birthday party, but he can't come.
Ms. Crow, you're so pretty, and your voice is so beautiful, says Mr. Fox. Ms. Crow agrees with him. Mr. Fox walks along the road. He is very hungry. His stomach is noisy.
I saw a pink bike in your garage. Is it yours?
No, it isn't. Mayor. Ms. Voice. Say. Agree with. Along the road. Stomach. Second. Floor. The second floor. Pink. It's.
Invite. Invited. Meet. Met.
G21.
Ms. Crow is flying in the sky. She is hungry. It is time for breakfast.
Nancy and Kate are sisters. They are British. They moved here last year.
My dad works downtown. He takes the train to work. It is near the station.
I love music. I am a pianist in the school band. I usually play the piano after school.
This is my friend Jane. She lives in New York. She is an artist.
Downtown. Take the train to work. Usually. By bus. Fly down. Fly up.
Move. Moved.
G31.
Ms. Crow opens her mouth. The cheese falls in Mr. Fox's mouth. Thank you. I am not hungry now.
I'm tired. I need a long vacation, but I don't have enough money.
Mr. Benson likes to play basketball, but he doesn't go to the gym very often. He's too busy.
My son moved to New York last week. He doesn't have any friends yet.
He must be lonely. Where's the hospital?
Sorry, there is no hospital in this village. You have to go to the next town.
Fall. Right now. Lonely. Village. Town. Story 2. The King's New Clothes.
The king lived in his castle. There was a city below the castle. Many people lived there. The people were poor, but the king was rich. The king liked clothes very much. He wore new clothes every day. He changed clothes in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. His clothes were really nice. One day, 2 strange men came to the castle. "Do you like clothes?" they asked. "I love clothes," said the king. "We'll make special clothes for you," said the 2 men. The king spoke to the prince. They were very quiet. Then the king decided. He walked to the men. "The parade is on Saturday. I want to wear the best clothes." "We'll make beautiful clothes for you. Please give us some silver." "Okay," said the king. He gave the men 100 silver coins. "We'll return on Saturday," said the men. On Thursday, the king wondered about his clothes. "Please go to the men. Look at the clothes. They must be very beautiful," the king told the prince. The prince left the castle. The prince went to the men. "These are the clothes. Only smart people can see our clothes. Stupid people can't see them." "They're very nice," said the prince, but he didn't see anything. The men came to the castle on Saturday. "Here are your clothes. Only smart people can see them," said the men. "They're beautiful," said the king. "Does everyone like them?" Everyone nodded their heads. The king put on the clothes. He walked through the city. His friends followed him. "He has no clothes," said a boy. "He has no clothes," repeated his father. "He's naked," yelled a woman. Everyone laughed at the king. "Only smart people can see my clothes. Most people are stupid," thought the king. But the king didn't see his clothes either. He just walked and walked.
G51.
This is a picture of my family.
Are these your children?
Yes, they're twins. Two strange men came to the castle. "Do you like clothes?" they asked. "I love clothes," said the king. "The clothes are beautiful. Does everyone like them?" Everyone nodded their heads.
Do you have any questions?
Yes. Where's the bathroom?
It's over there.
Is there a subway station near here?
Yes, it's over there.
Thank you.
Twins. Strange. Swimming pool. Question. Over there. Subway. Plate.
Ask, asked. Say, said. Nod, nodded.
G61.
I was in New York last week. I saw 3 plays there. I like them very much.
Adam played soccer very hard yesterday. He was tired last night. He got up late this morning.
I lost my wallet yesterday, but someone took it to the police station.
You were lucky.
Many people lived in the city. The people were poor, but the king was rich.
There were some peanuts in the jar. Who ate them?
I'm sorry, I did.
Play. Sick in bed. Someone. Lucky. Poor. Rich. On vacation. Month. Peanut. Jar. A long time ago.
Like, liked. Lose, lost. Take, took. Live, lived.
G71.
The king walked through the city. "He has no clothes," said a boy. Everyone laughed at the king.
What time did he arrive last night?
His train arrived at 7. It was 2 hours late.
I want to be an English teacher. I studied English very hard last year. My English is better now.
May I help you?
Can you repair my watch, please? It stopped last night.
Bob's shop usually closes at 9, but yesterday there was a big storm, so he closed his shop at 6.
Through the city. Hour. The last train. Dish. Floor. Shop. Storm.
Baby, babies. Carry, carried. Try, tried. Cry, cried. Stop, stopped. Drop, dropped. Close, closed.
G81.
Yesterday was my birthday. My friends came to my house. We had a good time.
My father usually takes the train to work, but there was an accident today, so he drove to work.
It's time for lunch, he said to his kids. They put away their toys in the box. Then they went downstairs.
I went shopping with my mom. She bought me a bag. It's really nice.
Please give us some silver, said the men. Okay, said the king. He gave the men 100 silver coins.
Go for a walk. Accident. Put away. Always. Sometimes. Get on. Silver. 100. 100 silver coins. Story.
Drive, drove. Put, put. Teach, taught. Give, gave. Tell, told.
Story 3. Alice in Wonderland.
Alice sat next to the river. She was bored. Her sister was next to her. Her sister was reading a book. Then a white rabbit ran near them. The rabbit had a big watch. "Oh, I'm late," said the rabbit. Then he jumped into a hole. Alice ran to the hole. She was very curious. She jumped into the hole too. She went down, down, down. The hole was deep. Alice fell far. Then she landed on some leaves. She was okay. Alice looked around. There was the rabbit. He was running through a hall. Alice chased the rabbit. The rabbit turned right. Alice followed him. She was in a long hall. "Where is the rabbit?" Alice said to herself. There were many doors. All the doors were locked. Alice saw a small table. There was a gold key on the table. Then Alice found a small door. It was behind a curtain. She used the key and opened the door. She saw a colorful garden. There were many flowers and trees. "The door is too small. I'm too big. I can't fit," said Alice. She closed the door. "I want to be small," said Alice. She saw a small bottle next to the door. "Drink me," said the bottle. Alice drank it. Then she became smaller. Alice ran to the door. She couldn't open it. The key was on the table. Then she saw a box. There was a cake inside.
Eat me,
said the cake. Alice ate it. Suddenly, Alice grew. She was 3 meters tall. The door was too small again. This made her cry and cry. Her tears made a pond. Then Alice became smaller again. Alice swam in the pond. Many other animals were swimming too. The animals followed Alice. They swam to shore. All the animals were safe. But Alice didn't see the rabbit.
G101. He was not at the museum. He was at the station. He was waiting for his friend.
Were you at the party last night?
No, I wasn't. I had a bad cold yesterday.
The animals and Alice swam to shore. All the animals were safe, but Alice didn't see the rabbit.
Did you go to the drugstore?
No, I didn't have enough time. I'll go there tomorrow. Bob stayed up late last night. Did he get up early this morning?
No, he got up at 10.
Museum. Bored. Deep. Hole. Curious. Have a bad cold. Gold. Behind the curtain. Shore. Swim to shore. Safe. Begin. Become smaller. Stay up. Go down.
Leaf. Leaves. Swim. Swam. Become. Became.
G111.
The rabbit was running through a hall. Alice chased the rabbit. "Where is the rabbit?" Alice said to herself.
I played a lot of sports in high school.
What were your favorite sports?
I liked soccer and tennis.
We play soccer on Saturdays.
"Where do you play?"
We play in the playground.
When did you go to New York?
I went there 2 weeks ago. We had a meeting there. Who cleaned the room?
I did. It was dirty.
Through a hall. Herself. Say to herself. High school. Pocket. Have a meeting. Tear. Pond. Bottle.
Chase. Chased.
G121. What are you watching?
I am watching a baseball game. It's really exciting.
What are you doing?
I am writing a letter to Grandma.
Please say hello for me.
There was the rabbit. He was running through a hall. Alice chased the rabbit.
Can you turn off the TV, please? I am not watching it now.
All right.
Are they playing video games?
No, they're studying. They have a test tomorrow.
Exciting. Say hello for test.
Fly, flew. Change, changing.
G131.
I went to the zoo with the Bensons. I forgot my camera, so Mr. Benson let me use his camera. Alice was 3 meters tall. The door was too small again. This made her cry.
Mr. Miller won his tennis game today. He got first prize. It made him happy.
I was sitting in the park. I felt something moving on my arm. It was a big spider.
There was a robbery at this bank. I was standing across the street. I saw the robbers run away.
Use. Meter. Stay in bed. Prize. Robbery. Robber. Run away. Song. Out of.
Let, let. Read, read. Feel, felt. Hear, heard. Ring, rang. Move, moving. Ride, riding.
Story 4. Bats.
Bats are very special animals. They are mammals, not birds. Bat wings look like human hands, but their fingers are very long. Among mammals, only bats can fly. Some types of bats are very big, and some are small. Bigger bats live in warm climates. They eat fruit and nectar. The biggest bats have wingspans of 2 meters. Smaller bats live both in warm and cooler climates. They eat mostly insects. The smallest bats have wingspans of only 15 centimeters, and they are as light as a coin. Bats often live with many other bats. They live in dark places like caves, trees, and buildings. They sleep during the day, and they find food at night. Bats can hear well. They make special sounds. These sounds hit objects and bounce back. This way, bats can fly in the dark and find food. People cannot hear the sounds. Some bats live more than 30 years. Mother bats can have only 1 baby every year. At birth, baby bats have no hair. They drink their mother's milk. After 6 months, most baby bats can fly. About 70% of bats eat only insects. 1 bat can eat as many as 1,000 insects in an hour. Other bats eat fruit and nectar. A few bats eat fish and frogs. These days, bat houses are popular in America. People build small houses and bats live in them. At night, the bats leave the houses. Then, people can watch the bats find food. Bats can help us too. Harmful insects eat crops, and bats eat these insects. Bats also eat fruit and seeds. Then they drop the seeds. New plants and trees grow from these seeds. Some people don't like bats. They're scary. They drink human blood, some people say. But this isn't true. Bats don't hurt us. You should be nice to them. They are our friends.
G151. It will rain this evening. Don't forget your umbrella.
Thanks, Mom.
David is waiting for you. You must hurry. The train will leave in 10 minutes.
Bats don't hurt us. You should be nice to them. They are our friends.
Don't play with that vase. You might break it.
I'm sorry.
I studied English for many years. Last year, I went to London. I could read all the signs.
In a few hours. Minute. Be careful with. Bat. Hurt. Around here. All day. Vase. Break. True. Could. Sign. Dance. 60. About 260 meters. G161.
This bag is really heavy. I will carry it for you.
Thank you very much.
Where can I buy some film?
You can buy it over there.
Thank you.
She left her house 3 hours ago. She should be here by now. We're worried about her.
Bats make special sounds. These sounds hit objects and bounce back. People cannot hear the sounds. That's my boat.
Can you drive it?
Yes, it's easy.
Right. Film. Should. By now. Sound. Object. Hit objects. Bounce back. Tonight. Easy. In the dark. G171.
Some types of bats are very big and some are small. Bigger bats live in warm climates. Some smaller bats live in cooler climates.
Good morning. How's your cold?
It is better today.
Look at that building. It's very tall.
But this building is taller than that one.
Mrs. Miller didn't feel well yesterday, so she got up later than her children. She stayed home all day.
I read these books last week.
How were they?
This book was more interesting than that one.
Type. Some types of. Climate. Feel well.
Cool, cooler. Late, later. Large, larger. Early, earlier. Hard, harder.
G181.
This is my brother, Tom. He is the youngest in my family. But he's taller than me.
She is the best pianist in the school band. She can play both popular and classical music. She practices the piano every day.
This is the most famous restaurant in this town. All of my friends like it, but it's really expensive.
Some small types of bats live in cool climates. Small bats eat mostly insects. The smallest bats are as light as a coin.
There's a bank robbery.
We're close. We will get there as soon as possible.
Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Everest. Both A and B. Popular. Classical. Of the year. Forest. All of my friends. Of the three. Mostly. As soon as possible.
High, higher, highest. Hot, hotter, hottest. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Large, larger, largest.